Hey guys, it's Gray, and welcome to Gray's Corner. Today, the story I wanted to tell you is the story about my heart attack. So, on November 8th, 2023, Jamie and I had gotten Samantha, our daughter, down for the night to go to sleep. And we decided that we were going to be intimate. And while we were being intimate, I stopped responding. And when I stopped responding, Jamie called 911 and was instructed to start chest compressions because he couldn't find a pulse and I wasn't breathing. It took about 10 minutes for the paramedics to get there, and he was doing chest compressions this whole time. And during part of that, he had to stop, run downstairs, unlock the front door, and run back upstairs, and start doing chest compressions again until they could get there. Eventually, they were able to make it to the house and come inside and start working on me. They said we're working for about 35 minutes before they were able to get a pulse strong enough to be able to move me to the hospital. The report says that they had to use the defibrillator 9 times. But once they got me back and my pulse was strong enough, they were able to transport me to the hospital. They said that they started to lose me again in the ambulance, but were able to get me back. And once I arrived at the hospital, they were still doing chest compressions. Once I was there, they started doing a cooling process where they lower your body temperature to hypothermic levels, and they do this to preserve body and brain function. This process can take a long time. For me, it took around 3 days. I was in intensive care, and right as I was about to be warmed up, I started showing signs of internal bleeding. And so they had me go for an MRI. Luckily, they weren't able to find anything, and the coffee grounds that were coming out of all of my tubes stopped. So we're not sure what that was, but luckily everything was okay. Eventually, after the 3 days, it was time to warm my body back up and kind of see where I was with my brain function. See what was left. So when it was time, they raised up my body temperature, and well, there was quite a bit of brain damage and memory loss. I actually have no memory of the heart attack or the week and a half afterwards, and even months after is still foggy. Like the couple months after getting out of the hospital is still foggy. But it was severe enough that Jamie had to continually tell me what had happened, tell me where I was, what had happened, why I was there. The only things I really knew was who I was as far as my name and who Jamie was, and that he was everything to me. Anytime that he had to go to take care of himself or take care of Samantha, I would start to panic. There was one night where it was one of the first nights that I was awake, and it was the first night Jamie left for the night to go put Sammy down, and I woke up and was so scared. I was terrified. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know anyone, and Jamie wasn't there. And so I actually ended up scratching one of the nurses and being put in restraints. They also had to put me in restraints to keep me from grabbing the breathing tube and trying to pull it out. Luckily, I don't really have any memory of this. I just have, it feels sort of like a dream. It feels kind of like I can feel the emotions, I can feel the feelings, but I don't have the pictures. I don't have the concrete memories. So eventually, I started doing better and making progress. And it was time for my pacemaker to be placed in the second week. So on Monday of the second week, I had the procedure to place my pacemaker. And then I was in recovery in the ICU for a couple of days. And then on November 22nd, 2023, I was released from the hospital. There is a lot more to tell, but that is all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for listening to my story and taking the time to be here with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.